So these are some of the ways that I urge you to think about the Dhamma. Don't go searching too much for teachers. It is actually, I should say, it is very important to have teachers. It is very useful to have somebody you feel has, understood things. It is these two things in Buddhism which I've personally always found very powerful. And the one thing is that we have an ancient tradition which goes back 2,500 years, which has been proven again and again. And that for me is very powerful, that you can read the suttas, which are so ancient, and yet feel a sense of familiarity when you open them. That is very, very powerful. That is one kind of leg on which this edifice of Buddhism sort of stands on for me, the sutta. The second one is that you find people today who practice these teachings and actually attains, or at least seem to attain, some of the results that the Buddha talked about 2,500 years ago. There is the ancientness, and there is also the contemporariness of this teaching coming together. That is a very, very powerful blend. Imagine that you find somebody, some kind of guru who goes around saying, "I'm awakened," but has absolutely no tradition that he follows. He only praises himself, and he doesn't have anything to look up to, anything other than himself, or herself for that matter. That is always a bit dodgy. You always feel a little bit, "Oh, okay, wait, I'm not sure about this. It sounds maybe a little bit selfish or a little bit self-centered or whatever." But when you have that combination of an ancient tradition, of even the most highly attained spiritual master in Buddhism will bow down to the Buddha. Now that is a very powerful thing, and it has a kind of egolessness to it, which is very, very useful.